All right. Good evening to all you Mustang and Pella Christian Eagles fans. Welcome to the stable here at Dallas Center Grimes High School as your DCG Mustangs get ready to host the Pella Christian Eagles. Brad Bailiff here along with my cohort, Pat O'Brien. Pat, how's it going tonight?
Hey, Tuesday, start of a great week of basketball. We got 4 games this week, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Super excited on that. And for all you folks out there, we're going to try some new technology stuff, some different camera stuff, man. We got Will up here is dominating the production crew here, so we'll try a few things out, see how it goes. Give us some of your feedback on the live feed there. Let us know what's going on. But, hey, we're excited here as game 1 tonight is the girls varsity team getting ready to host the Eagles, getting excited for that game. Pat, how you feeling about tonight's game?
Well, this is really a David and Goliath type game right here because you've got DCG on one side, and they've got everything going right now for them. Pella Christian on the other side, and it's really, they got a roster that's very young.
Yes, no doubt.
They're set up for the future, but the problem is the game is played today, not in the future. So right now you look at Pella Christian, they've got 6 juniors, 1 sophomore, 3 freshmen. You look at our roster, 7 seniors and 5 juniors, and then we fill it out with a couple sophomores. Yep. So, I mean, from that standpoint, we have a lot more age and experience than what Pella Christian has.
Yeah, no doubt. And we're going to get into talking a little bit about keys of the game here in just a couple of seconds. I would like to get a couple of announcements out, though, before we get into everything. First and foremost, I want to thank our 3-point sponsor, Schaefer's Auto Body, tonight. They're proud to support the Mustangs, locally owned. Schaefer's has provided quality collision repairs and professional customer service to Central Iowa for over 40 years. So Schaefer Auto Body, we're hoping to give a lot of 3-point shout-outs tonight, so we super appreciate it. The next thing I want to talk about is our cake auction. That's right, we've talked about the last couple of games, and it's going to be coming up before you know it. So this year's theme for our cake auction is DCG Bakes the World a Better Place. It will take place on Friday, February 11th during the girls and boys doubleheader game as we host the Newton Cardinals. All proceeds from this fundraising event go to support DCG athletics and the purchasing of uniforms and other equipment. This is an activity for every baker at any level. We're going to have multiple divisions, a professional, amateur, a teacher, staff, student, and sports teams division. And we're just looking forward to everybody bringing out some amazing cakes. The winning cakes will be auctioned off at halftime of both the girls and boys games, and we'll have a silent auction for the remainder of the cakes. Bidders and bakers drive the success of this event. If you'd like to prepare a cake, or please make sure it's dropped off in the Meadows Commons area no later than 4 p.m. on Friday, February 11th. Again, all cakes will be judged on this year's theme, DCG Bakes the World a Better Place. I'm super pumped. We haven't done this in a couple of years, and this is something the Booster Club loves to throw on, but I'm excited to see the cakes this year, Pat.
Yeah, absolutely. The last couple of years that we did this, I think it was 2 years ago, actually, unbelievable cakes. They were made professionally, some of them. Some of them were done, amateur-wise, but the value of these cakes was ridiculous because they would come in and they would put $1,000 on a cake and things like that. Everything goes to the Booster Club. The Booster Club is who basically buys all of our uniforms and all of the equipment that we need, the weight room, all the different things that it takes to be a successful athletics program. So come out here and support that event.
All right, last but not least, the DCG After Prom Committee, is hosting their annual silent auction fundraiser. It's taking place online right now. Over 140 items are available through bidding, and it runs through Saturday, February 12th at noon. Please support the efforts of the After Prom Committee. The auction link is www.com//DCG After Prom 2022, or just check out the DCG After Prom page. They've got some amazing things on there, including large discounts for a dress, a tux at Stacy's, a Florida vacation, DCG certificates, and DCG gear. So go on there, place a bid, and let's get ready to rock and roll. All right, we got about a minute and a half, Pat. What do you think are some of the keys to success for these Mustang girls tonight?
Well, the main one for DCG, get out and run.
Yeah.
When you have a thin roster, one of the things you want to do is you want to run as much as you can. See if you can't get Pella Christian in some foul trouble. On the other side of that, for Pella Christian, at the beginning, you got to try and keep it close. That's going to be one of the things. If the game starts to get away, what are you going to rely on to get you back in?
You know, Pella Christian, you know, we beat them earlier at Pella Christian. You know, they're coming in here tonight. We're going to record of 1-15. Like I said, it's rebuilding time for these Eagles. The Mustangs coming in, the number 1 ranked team in 3A with a record of 14-3, and they came off 2 huge wins, beating Grinnell here at home, beating Indianola at Indianola. You know, the girls are on fire right now. It's going to be a lot of fun to see.
Yeah, you never know when you get on that court what's going to happen on that court. Watching Pella Christian warm up, they're not warming up like they're 1-15. They look like they're undefeated right now.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll tell you what, we've got a packed house here tonight. The band in full as Matt Priest gets ready to announce tonight's starting lineups. Man, I love when Matt Priest announced starting lineups.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we're going to throw it down to the floor. We'll be back here shortly.
Scan the girls over there. No?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stable at Dallas Grimes High School, the home of Mustang basketball. Tonight we have a special announcement. We're going to talk about some young ladies who play basketball. Girls, you're in the basketball club. Will you please make your way down to mid-court and wave all your parents over there in the stands? Come on down. I see you all on the top right. Come on down. Their parents and their coaches from our DCG basketball club for the girls. The club was formed in 2016 for girls by amateur basketball players residing in the DCG school district the opportunity to develop and improve their basketball skills in an environment of skill development, sportsmanship, and teamwork. Club players raise third and create their coaches where they use DCG school district gyms for the practice and are encouraged to participate in meetings or tournaments to fit their teams and their skill level. We've been fortunate enough to again have our district coaches doing some great level practices which allow our coaches and girls club members to learn new drills and see some of the principles of the game our high school teams are teaching as well. The DCG Girls Basketball Club has 15 teams and 113 girls working on their skills and learning the great game of basketball. As I say thank you to these folks, varsity team members, would you please mind heading over there and so we can get some good pictures so I can stand right behind them? That'd be awesome. The DCG Girls Basketball Club. We want to thank all of you girls for your hard work. We want to thank the parents for the support they provide and the driving services. And all the coaches for the time and energy they put into working with these girls. We look forward to seeing a lot of these girls competing on the court in the future for the Mustangs. Let's give it up for the DCG Girls Basketball Club. And while we're at it, over here on the side, there's a couple of little cheerleaders. Tonight, the DCG cheerleaders have 2 special guests in their squad. A warm welcome to Ella Johansson and Mara Ulenhoff. Ella is the daughter of Eric and Derek Johansson, and Mara is the daughter of Mason Ulenhoff. This group came to take time off the annual Red Dinner to the Nelson Diamond Foundation is coming to gifts, grants, and diamond funds to help them source critical assets to the emerging as well as assistant aides to student and staff in the DCG school district. Our 2 young Mustangs have the practice leaders running motions, jumps, skating, and stunts. So check them out tonight. We look forward to having them on our squad for 12 years. Enjoy the night, girls. Yeah. Give it up for them too. That's awesome. All right. Jacob Raymond and Jacob Heineman. Head coach for the Mustangs is Mr. Adam Jones. And now, let's meet the starters for your DCG Mustangs. At guard, number 4, senior, Avery Portion. At guard, sophomore, number 12, Nessa Bickford. At guard, number 34, Pella Lampy. At forward, number 42, senior L. Nelson. At forward, junior, number 50, Emma Miner. Ladies and gentlemen, sportsmanship matters in our Christian and Dallas Center grounds. To that end, the 3 people on the gym floor wearing black and white are here to do their best work. Not one of them arrived here to make a call you disagree with so you can yell at them. Please let them do their job. The only people who should say a word to them are the head coaches. Speaking of coaches, please let them do the coaching of the players. Speaking of players, the only thing they should hear from a parent or guardian is, I love watching you play. And speaking of playing, each player is a human being deserving of kindness and respect. None of them should be happy. Student sections are at their best when they are cheering positively for their team. Please do that. Tonight's officials, since we mentioned those guys standing out there in the black and white, are Tyler Brady, Adam Mustafald, and Kyle McCullough. Tonight's athletic trainer from Athletico is Jared Torrey. Now, would everyone please rise, remove your hats, and face our court for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, baby. Starting lineups have been announced. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited for this game. Anytime we get to watch these Mustangs girls and boys play, I get fired up. Pat, you ready to rumble?
We are ready to go, and boy, we just saw the future of the Mustang girls basketball program.
Was that insane or what? All those young ladies down there. I'm fired up about that.
Third, fourth, second graders all the way out there. Man, unbelievable.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, everybody. Well, and here we go, getting ready to tip this bad boy off.
Let's play some basketball.
Miner wins the tip over to Lampy, and she's going to pass it to Corshing. Corshing going to bring it up to start the first Mustangs possession. I got to say, it's good news seeing number 12 back in the starting lineup, Pat.
Yeah, Bickford back out there, took a day off to rest a little bit, legs hurting. Now she's ready to roll.
She looks all right from here. I'm sure she wouldn't be in there if she didn't feel ready for it. Here we go. Corshing gets it over to Bickford in the corner. Corshing whipping it around. L. Nelson looking to get it to Miner down low. Pella Christian doing a really good job double teaming down there. I mean, why not? You got Emma Miner. You got to stop her because you know the offense runs through her.
Yep, everything goes through Miner at this point right now. 2-3 zone. Got to get some dribble penetration.
Miner for three. Why not? Just off. Be a long rebound for Corshing, and she gets a hold of it. Gets it into Nelson. Ooh, man, a little hand check in there. Turnover Mustangs. Pella Christian to bring the ball up. Number 13, Terpstra, guarded by Lampe. Swings it over to number 11, Van Manen. Tipped away, Nelson. Coming hard up, dishes to Minor. Minor's going to hold up, gets it out to Corshing, swings it around to Bickford, to Lampe, back to Bickford, over to Minor.
Yeah, the 2-3 zone right now is basically shutting down the offensive flow for the Mustangs.
I think as we kind of get things going, knocked out of bounds off the Pella Christian Eagles. That's number 21, Anderson. Mustangs retain possession. Lampe to inbound from under the basket. Baseline. Gets it all the way out to Corshing. To Bickford. Over to Minor to Bickford. Gets it into Nelson. Oh, knocked away. Really nice job defensively by Terpstra right there. Another turnover for the Mustangs. Back-to-back possessions, Pat.
Yeah, one thing, handle the ball. Don't turn it over. Try to drive that ball through that zone.
Ooh, tipped right there by Lampe. Terpstra with the ball at the top of the key. Gets it over to Kakmyrinski. Man, I might just have to say Faith because I'm going to butcher that name.
Yeah, Bickford right there making her presence known with basically tipping that ball out on her own. Great athleticism. And that's going to be a steal. We don't pick that one up. It was close.
Vander Molen gets the ball over to Terpstra. It's going to go all the way in, trying to. Really nice defense by Lampe. Rebound, Bickford. Pushes it up to Corshing. This is where the Mustangs can be really dangerous. Back out, swings it. Lampe for three. Buries the first three-pointer! Guess what, everybody? That's a Schaefer's Auto Body three-pointer right there. Mustangs on the board first. Pella Christian did a pretty good job breaking the press there. Van Manen swings it over to Anderson. Anderson over to Faith. Faith back over to Van Manen. Gets it back to Terpstra. Trying to get around, guarded by one of the best defenders in 3A, Ella Lampe.
A lot of kids have tried to do that. You just can't get by her.
No, she is just an absolutely outstanding defensive player. Dishes out right there. Faith back out to Terpstra.
I think we're 3 minutes into the game. I'm not sure Pella Christian even has a shot yet.
Nice job right there by Minor to get the tip for Lampe to get the steal. And they're going to take it all the way in.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Nelson tried to, kind of got held up, and the travel's going to be called on Corshing.
Well, on one end, we had L over here on this side. No foul called on the other. So right now, it's a pretty physical game.
Yep, Terpstra to bring the ball up, and Mustangs getting ready to get into their little zone trap, which is what they do, and it creates a turnover. It's been an ugly start for both teams from a turnover standpoint. Nice job defensively right there by Terpstra, knocking the ball away from Minor.
Yeah, you go all the way across the arms like that. Typically, you get that call when you go across the body.
Looks like Hoosman checking in for the Eagles. Lampe gets it out to Bickford, over to Corshing. Yeah, I want to see the Mustangs take a little better care of the ball here, Pat. I mean, too many turnovers to start. And Minor to shoot for three. Oh, in and out. Rebound right there by Hoosman, making her name known, just checking in. Faith bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Hoosman. Over to Terpstra. Ooh, man, that was almost knocked by Nelson right there. Really nice job by her. Corshing guarding up top. Terpstra gets around. Not sure what she was trying to do there. But Corshing just straight takes that away. This should be
5 slam-a-jamma here.
Easy layup for Avery Corshing. Nice job. 5-0 Mustangs with 3:50 left. It's been a slow-scoring first period here. Nelson knocks it away. Another turnover. Minor to push. And she will, and she gets her first 2 points of the game. 7-0 Mustang run out of the gate. 3:30 left.
Athleticism
yes.
that the Mustangs have that Pella Christian is struggling with.
Terpstra, really nice move. Works her way in, not able to get anything. Rebound Lampe. Pushes up to Minor all by herself. What a great pass up court right there by Lampe. Minor to finish, 9-0 lead. Thought we might see a timeout by Pella Christian, but they are going to hold tight right here.
It's a dangerous spot.
Oh, yeah,
right
don't
there.
want to backpedal.
That's going to
Ball
be
knocked
10
away right
seconds
there.
for sure.
Corshing gets it to Minor. Easy one to Nelson. That's 11-0. Now Pella Christian will call a timeout. Mustangs, slow start. But, man, what a bam-bam last minute and a half. 2 minutes right there, Pat.
Well, the defense in the middle part of the court right now is where everything's at. Between the hash marks, free throw line to free throw line, that area right there is all Mustangs right now. So as we continue with the game, that's going to be the area that Pella Christian's going to have to figure out. How do we get that ball through there? Either crisp passes all the way down through. Somehow they got to get some open areas to the basket. But the one thing we know for sure is there's probably been a half a dozen fouls out there for both clubs that haven't been called. Therefore, if you're taking it up, you better take it strong.
Yeah, there is 0 team fouls, 0 fouls right now on the board. So when you start looking at that, these officials are definitely letting them play out there, so it's going to be interesting to see how that progresses. Faith gets it over to Heisman. That'll be a turnover. Fitzgerald checking in for the Mustangs. Oh, and she forces a bad pass. Turnover right there, and Corshing will be called for her first foul. It's Tempstra trying to bring the ball up.
Yeah, Corshing getting some riding time on that. Trying the old wrestling moves out. You don't get riding time in basketball.
No, you do not. Student section wearing all white down here for the Mustangs tonight. So a few Mustangs in. That's just a bad pass by Tempstra right there. But Kayla Rice checking in, as well as Josie Lampy and Finley Fitzgerald. So the bench depth, we talk about it every stream here, Pat. Super, super deep the Mustangs are, and it shows game in and game out.
And you could almost make the argument as the three go out, we bring more speed in.
Fitzgerald gets a swing pass from Corshing over to Minor in the corner and back out to Fitzgerald. She's looking, swings back to Corshing, gets it into Lampy. Oh, can't quite hold on to it, able to get it back, though, out to Corshing. Was going to three, miss, does not, gives it up to Minor for a deep three in the corner. Boom! Shakalaka! Big three right there by Minor, and that is a Schaefer Auto Body three-point basket.
Last year, that play by Minor would have been a travel. This year, no.
Anderson in the corner for the Eagles buries a three, gets the Eagles on the board, 14-3 Mustangs. Fitzgerald right there, nice spin move, couldn't get it to go. But love the athleticism right there by number 24. All right, Tempstra bringing the ball up right here for the Eagles. Gets to Faith. Over to Heisman. Gets it over to Anderson. Over to Faith. Over to Tempstra, guarded by Corshing. Going to go baseline. Comes back out.
Corshing
gets it over to
plays
Faith.
Great defense.
Defense in general, Pat, for the Mustangs, as we know, is a staple of this team. Oh, really nice hands right there by Minor. Ooh, foul right there. I was going to say, she kind of got a little bit of arm on the face there. Nice job by Emma Minor creating the turnover. Another one for the Mustangs. All right, checking in for the Mustangs, Vanessa Bickford and Ella Lampy, giving Corshing and Minor a little breather.
So to help curb some of the outside shooting, Pella Christian moves from a 2-3 to a 3-2.
Rice to Bickford, swings it to Lampy, all the way over to Fitzgerald, over to Lampy, over to Bickford, over to Finley Fitzgerald. Oh, man, just missed. Nice rebound by Lampy. Kind of got hit pushing it out. No foul. Tempstra bringing it all the way up. Nice tip away right there by Lampy, though. Great job.
Lampy was on a beeline for that ball right there. It's fun when you see these kids and they're chasing that ball like that. It's almost a disadvantage to the offense.
Faith the inbound here for the Eagles. Gets it all the way out to Anderson, to Tempstra. Forces, doesn't get any rim on that one. Rebound Lampy, she will be fouled. And that foul right there will be on Terpstra, will get her first foul. Second team foul for the Eagles. Mustangs have one team foul. Bickford bringing the ball up. 26 seconds left in the first period. Mustangs up 14-3. Things have slowed down just a smidge after the Mustangs got on a big run there. Rice for three. She's going to be short. Rebound right there. Nice by Anderson. Gets it out to Terpstra. 11 seconds, 10. Terpstra to push. Gets it up to Anderson. Tries to go in. Out. Terpstra at the top. Going to shoot a deep three.
Oh my God,
just
I thought
misses.
that was in. That one looked good.
Had a good line out here, if you know what I mean, right there. All right, well, that ends the first period. Mustangs 14, Eagles 3. Started out slow, had a nice run. It kind of died out a little bit, but a 14-3 into the first period, Pat. What do you think?
Well, I mean, that's kind of what we expected right there. Number 12, Vanessa Bickford with 12 points. That can't be right, can it?
No, I think there might be a smidge mistake there.
Somebody's got a mistake going on there. Everything's pretty well distributed on the point side for the Mustangs. But the defense in the middle of the floor has been fantastic. It would be nice to see when you start looking at how can you prove when you have a game like this and the Mustangs are out there, anticipate those long passes and see if you can't get racing down the other end of the court.
Well, and I'll tell you, the other thing I'd like to see from the Eagles right now is when they are able to get down, just too much dribbling going on. I like to see them pass a little bit more, give themselves some options for some cuts, some back cuts. That's something that the Mustangs have been known to give up a little bit because they are a little more aggressive on the defensive side, but that's going to be adjustments that they're going to need to make there. Outside of that, man, the Mustangs need to keep doing what they're doing. Only give up 3 points that first period.
Yeah, there's nothing to be wrong with there.
All right, Pella Christian's going to start with possession. Faith is going to inbound to Terpstra. And second period starts for the Mustangs right here. Again, that trap right there. Heisman coming around. Foul's going to be called on Kayla Rice.
That foul right there was called because she's actually running with her, not really playing defense on the front side. She's playing defense on the side.
So Rice is first. Mustangs second team foul. Faith inbounds again. Heisman right there gets it over to Faith. Swings it all the way over to Terpstra. And that is a carry for sure. I was going to say it looked like one here, and the official caught it.
Yeah, it was either going to be that or a hook. Foul, and I'm glad they called the travel there. Instead.
Turnover Eagles. Bickford to bring the ball up for the Mustangs. Again, foot or ankle looks to be doing okay right there for Bickford. I know that's why she was out against Boone on Saturday, but she's looking all right down there.
Yep, she looks good the whole time.
Lampy to be called for a travel. Another turnover for the Mustangs. It's probably the one thing Coach Jones is probably a little frustrated with right now is we have not done a very good job of taking care of the ball.
Well, the issue that you run into is you play to the level of the competition, and that's exactly what's happening right here.
Oh, Bickford goes up and over. Takes that one away. Pushing the ball up for the Mustangs. Over to Rice. She's going to come down with it. Goes baseline, but she's going to draw a foul right there. A little push. That might be number 20, Anna Evelyn. No. Chloe Heisman with the foul. That'd be the third team foul for the Eagles. 7:15 left, 14-3 Mustangs.
Yeah, Bickford looks like Alvin Harper from the old Cowboys back in the 80s right there to go over the top.
Fitzgerald for three in the corner. She's definitely short. Ball comes all the way out. Fitzgerald able to save the Lampy. Over to her sister Ella. She's going to come all the way up, and she's going to take the easy 2 points and draw the and one foul. Bucket will count. She'll get to shoot one.
Once that ball got out there to the half court, mid court level, everything was disjointed from a defensive standpoint. Mustangs take advantage of it.
And that foul will be called number 10, Maggie Heineman. And it looks like Miners checking back in. Elle Nelson, Avery Corshing checking back in for the Mustangs. Starters in right now. 7:05 left. Lampy misses her free throw. Miner able to come away with it, though. What an offensive rebound by Emma Miner. 16-3. Mustangs retain possession after the rebound. Bickford out to Corshing at the top. All the way over to Lampy. Out to Bickford. Over to Lampy. Out to Bickford. Corshing at the three. At the top. Just off. And that will be Pella Christian's ball.
Every one of these passes for the Mustangs. Put some extra juice behind that thing and get that ball there as quickly as you can. That's going to end up leading to some of those good shots.
Well, something that's going to be very impactful with this zone, too, and I'm sure Coach Jones is telling them, but, man, just reversing the ball real quickly and just working it around is a lot of times going to generate that big time right there. All right, Anderson's going to swing it up to Terpstra. Faith has got it. Up to Vandermolen. Over to Anderson's going to go. Picks it up. Gets it out to Faith. Faith gets it out to Vandermolen. Back to Faith. Over to Anderson. Back to Faith. He's going to shoot a three at the top. Just deep. Comes up, gets her own rebound. What an effort right there by Faith. Misses the putback, but man, you got to love that effort, Pat.
Yeah, that's great effort, and that's what you need to do to get back into the game, or at least have success on the offensive side.
Minor penetrates, dishes back out to Lampy for three, misses, rebound right there. Vandermolen. And Faith's going to bring it up right there. 5:46 left, 16-3 Mustang lead. Faith's going to work her way all the way around, and she'll lose possession, unfortunately. It'll be turnover Eagles, Mustangs to inbound baseline.
And Faith, number 15, is one of the freshmen for one of the great freshmen. You're starting as a freshman at the varsity level like this. She's got a lot of good years ahead of her.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, got Lampy in the corner. She's going to dribble back out to the top of the key. Coursing to the left, all the way over to Minor in the corner. Coursing, Lampy, all the way cross corner to Minor for three in the corner. She buries another three-pointer. That's a Schaefer auto body three right there by Emma Minor. That's her second big bucket right there. Terpstra cross course, and that's going to be, well, looked like it was going to be intercepted by Nelson. Jump ball going to be called. That'll be Mustang's ball right there. Man, I thought Nelson had a clean one on that, but really nice job by the Eagles fighting for possession.
Yeah, Elle was in front of that. The ball just a little bit too high for her.
All right, Bickford to bring the ball up. Gets it over to Coursing. Over to Bickford. Bickford to go around. Minor cuts. Nothing there. Bickford dribbles back out. Lampy back out to Bickford. Over to Lampy.
So as that ball comes through, got to get it into the middle.
See, and that's something we force a bad pass right there. That's where, nice job by Tempstra just to get herself in position. Doesn't finish, but man, what a nice job. Ball knocked out by Tempstra. Mustangs stay in possession.
Man, Tempstra fast with the ball in her hands right
no doubt. Anderson checks out, and Jenna Van Manen checks in. I'll tell you what, I really want to see them just reverse that ball, just quick reversals. We're keeping it on one side of the court. That's advantage to the 3-2 zone right there.
Yeah,
just
use
ball
the whole
movement.
Court.
Yeah, man, make the Eagles have to work. Bickford trying to figure something out, gets it over to Lampy, over to Coursing, back to Lampy. Just ball movement right here. Swing is out, nothing. Just swing it. There we go. That's what I like to see right there. Lampy gets it into Nelson, out to Bickford. She's going to pull it out. But ball movement's key against the zone. That's where you're going to get defensive players out of position, and that's typically where you can work a good pass in and get yourself an easy layup.
Now that Minor's on that box right there, now that she's moved out, it doesn't make any difference. But get
Bickford
her the ball in there, and she can turn it
Nelson.
around.
Minor's going to come all the way in, stop, jump shot. She's going to get the roll right there. Nice jump shot right there by Minor.
Hey, when you're a shooter, you're a shooter.
No doubt about it. Mustangs 21. Eagles 3 with 3.5 minutes left. Timeout called. Is that Pella Christian timeout? That was Pella Christian timeout. 21-3, 3.5 minutes left. Again, Mustangs doing a lot here. Both teams actually turning the ball over quite a bit. It's just DCG's been able to take advantage more of those turnovers than Pella Christian has, Pat.
Well, you just look at the athletes, look at the age of the kids like we talked at the beginning. We've got Division I college basketball players on the sideline over here, and maybe they do on the other side, but I know we've got two of them that are going to play high Division I basketball when they get done with their high school careers. You got that, and you're playing against freshmen, and that's just a recipe for a big win for the Mustangs, and it's going to be something that the Eagles, they're just going to have to get through this year as they start to age and get more mature in a basketball standpoint.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I mean, that's something when you're younger and you're rebuilding, those are things you look at. And, you know, these are games that you learn a lot from, too. You know, you see teams like the Mustangs, very good basketball team. You know, what can you learn? What can you take away from that that's going to help you become a better player, especially as this year rolls on into next year and then the year after that. So, big-time possessions right here for the Mustangs. Hey, while I'm thinking about it, senior spotlight for tonight after the girls' game. We're not going to do a girl tonight. We have one left to do, but we're going to save that senior spotlight interview for senior night against Norwalk next week. So Brandon Marion from the boys team is going to come and join us after the girls game here. And then for the boys, Jacob Runyon will join us after the boys game. So got a couple of really good senior spotlight interviews lined up, so don't go anywhere. All right, Terpstra working her way through again. I'll tell you what. Oh, going to have a push foul called there. Not sure if that's going to – I think it's going to be on Nelson. It is. El Nelson will get her first foul, and that'll be the third team foul for the Mustangs. Faith looking to get the ball in. Looking. Finally able to get the ball in right there, number 11, Jenna Van Manen.
I
Swings over to Terpstra.
I like the way the Eagles are passing the ball right now. There's some juice on those passes right there.
Yes, no doubt. Faith gets the ball over to Terpstra, guarded by Lampy, and Lampy's like, nope, that's my ball. Tell you, one of the best defensive players in 3A, there's no doubt. Oh, what a great pass. Nelson just couldn't quite corral it. That was a great look there by Lampy. Bickford swings it to Lampy, back to Bickford, who's going to bring it back out to the top of the key. 2:40 left here in the second period. Mustangs with a 21-3 lead. Coursing over to Bickford. Over to Lampy. Into Minor. That's an easy 2 points right there. What a great feed right there. And that's what that will do. That ball movement's going to help free things up, and Minor was able to just deal on that. Easy layup. Faith in the middle. Works to get the ball over to Van Manen. All the way over to Terpstra. Swings it all the way around to Anderson. Back to Faith. She's going to dribble left. Ball taken away, though, by Coursing. And that's something at the freshman you're going to learn the hard way, too, sometimes. Travel called. Yeah, she had to put the ball down on that at least one time. But, you know, being a freshman, especially at the varsity level, you got to be strong with the ball. And that's something that you're only going to learn the more minutes you get, the more time you get on the court. And that's something that she's going to have to continue to work on, because when you play a defensive team like the Mustangs, who all they're going to do is try to reach in and take that ball, you got to be strong with the ball.
You cannot put the ball midsection right in front of anybody in the high school
Nice
level.
ball fake there by Faith. Gets that over to Vandermolen. Gets it back to Faith. Guarded by Josie Lampy, and that's some length right there. Dribbles in baseline, doesn't see anything. Gets the ball out to Van Manen. Knocked away again. Coursey's going to pick that one up. Another turnover by the Eagles. Oh, man, what a pass by Lampy. She just tried to save that one from going out of bounds. Terpstra picks that up. Back-to-back turnovers here. Knocked out of bounds by Coursey. Yeah, it's the only thing I would say so far for the Mustangs, Pat. Just a little sloppy with the ball in this first half.
Well, on that pass right there, Coursing thought she was cutting to the basket or going back to the three, and she actually cut into the basket. It's just a communication thing.
Yep. All right, Faith at the top, guarded by Fitzgerald, trying to go left side, does. Gets the ball over to Anderson, swings it all the way out. Three-point bucket at the top by Heisman. Second bucket of the night for the Eagles. 2 3-pointers makes it 23-6. Coursing out to Minor. Minor back to Coursing. Minor cuts, gets the ball in, draws the foul. Really nice job. Give and go right there, Pat.
Yeah, and you want to get the ball inside. You know that cutter's coming through there. You got to get yourself into a passing angle so you can actually make it the pass clean versus trying to go over the top of a defender.
Yes, exactly. Carly Anderson for the Eagles charged with her first foul, 15th foul. Minor at the line to shoot 2. Buries the first. Nice job, Emma Minor. Just want to see more consistency also at the free throw line. You know, against Boone, it was about a 50% day from the free throw line with make and miss. Minor buries the second. That's what we want to see, is that consistency, because as you know, as we get deeper into the season, free throws could be a very important component.
You're going to need them
winning them
in the end.
No doubt. All right, Faith bringing the ball up. Under a minute left here in the second period. DCG 25, Pella Christian 6. Faith swings it. Nice job. Anderson right there for a jump shot. Misses. Rebound Coursing. Pushes the ball up with 43 seconds left. See if they hold here. The girls don't typically like to do that. If they find something, they're gonna make it. Yep. Oh.
I thought for sure that was
Rice
going
doesn't pass many of those up. She'll fire from 3. And they're going to hold for the last possession. 25 seconds left. Lampy in the corner, out to Rice. Swings it to Coursing. Over to Rice, to Coursing. Cross court to Lampy. Nothing. Rice to Coursing. 12 seconds left. Coursing pulls it back out. Cross course to Lampy. Over to Rice. To Coursing. Over to Nelson. 3 seconds. 2. Rice for 3 deep. Oh, in and out. Good shot there by Rice, just not able to go in. And going at the end of the first half, your Mustangs 25, Eagles 6. Pat, what'd you think of that first half of play?
Well, you look at the scoreboard and you're fine with everything, but I think in the end you look at it as like the thing I would really like to see is the passing for us offensively seems lax. As we pass the ball around the outside, it seems like we're just going through the motions. I think you really got to get after it and say, look, when we make this pass in there, I want it to, when they catch it, I want it to come back in their hands a little bit. So that way you know there's something on it. And it's not for this game, it's for the game after this, Pella, and the 2 games after that. Win those 3 plus this one, and you're a conference champion.
No doubt. Hey, we'll be back here with a couple of announcements, talk a little bit more about coming in the second half. We're going to turn it down to the floor as it looks like the DCG dance team is going to perform a routine. All right, man. That dance team was fantastic. Want to throw a couple of announcements out real quick. Again, thank you, Schaefer Auto Body, for being our 3-point sponsor in tonight's game. You know, Schaefer Auto Body has been a staple of the community. They're proud to support our Mustangs. They're locally owned and has provided quality collision repairs and professional customer service in Central Iowa for over 40 years. So thank you so much. Another reminder, well, before I talk about the kid at home, making sure, yes, it's halftime. Go get a refill on your drinks. Get some more snacks, potty break, whatever you got to do, but leave that stream on because I've got some big announcements. Let's talk about that cake auction. The Booster Club, bringing it back. We've been off for the last couple of years. It is back this year, and this year's theme is DCG Bakes the World a Better Place. This will take place on Friday, February 11th, during the girls and boys doubleheader basketball game against the Newton Cardinals. All proceeds from this fundraising event go to support DCG athletics and the purchasing of uniforms and other equipment. This is an activity for everyone, no matter your baking skill. If you want to bake a cake for this event, please get it done. We're going to have 3 divisions, a professional, amateur, and teacher, staff, student, sports team. Winning cakes will be auctioned off at halftime of both games, and all remaining cakes will have a silent auction in the commons area. Bidders and bakers drive the success of this event. If you'd like to prepare a cake, please make sure it's in the DCG Commons no later than 4 o'clock, Friday, February 11th. And again, all cakes are judged on this year's theme, DCG Bakes the World a Better Place. Man, I'm looking forward to those cakes. I'm going to have to see if I can throw some bid in on one here, Pat. I don't know about you, but I'm excited.
Well, you can go in. There's nothing to say. You can't get a group of people and everybody throw $100 in. And that's how you end up getting that winning bid right there.
Hey, as long as I get a slice, I'm in. But just know, all proceeds go to the Booster Club, and we have an amazing Booster Club here at DCG. And they're going to make sure that we're supporting all our athletic programs.
I heard that Buddy, the cake boss, was going to be making a boom shakalaka cake.
Oh,
so
man. If there's a boom shakalaka cake, we'll have to throw some bids down, no doubt. All right, hey, another thing I want to throw out there, the DCG After Prom Committee is holding their annual silent auction fundraiser. It's taking place right now, and everything's open for bidding. They've got over 140 items, and they're available and to be bid on now through Saturday, February 12th at noon. Please support the efforts of the After Prom Committee. They do a phenomenal job as they get ready for prom this year. The auction is at www.32auctions.com/DCG After Prom 2022. Sorry about that, folks. Also, you can go to the DCG After Prom page on Facebook, and the link will be there as well. They've got lots of great items to include discounts on a dress or tuxedo from Stacy's. They've got a Florida vacation. I don't know about you, Pat. This sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, especially in February.
No doubt. DCG bag sets, scoreboard, mini gift certificates, DCG gear. So many things on there. Please go check it out. Support the After Prom Committee. And heck, man, why not? Go bid yourself on something pretty awesome. So those are the announcements that we've got. We've got about 4.5 minutes left here. The Mustangs holding a 25-6 lead on the Pella Christian Eagles. I mean, it was a good first half of basketball, Pat. I mean, the only thing that was a little difficult to watch were the amount of turnovers by both teams. Outside of that, man, the Mustangs were able to put more balls in the basket the first half. But what do you think of some adjustments that we might need to see here as we go into the second half?
I think even you're up 25-6, there needs to be a sense of urgency.
Yeah.
You always play with a sense of urgency no matter what the game is, what the score is. Your objective right now, try to get to continuous clock. I think it's 30 or 40 points, whatever it is. Get to that and let the kids that are on the bench right now, they need to be in for the full fourth quarter.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I'll tell you, that's something I'm sure Coach Jones is probably looking at as well. But, I'm looking from the Pella Christian Eagles side. And, they did some really good things tonight so far. They've gotten 2 3-pointers. But they've got to eliminate turnovers in the second half if they want a chance to getting back in this. They need to go with a 0-0 mentality. They got to work on winning the third period. I think the key for them is going to be ball movement and protecting the ball. And like everything, is as many rebounds as possible, Pat, to give yourself as many opportunities to score as possible.
Yeah, and Terpstra is your gunner. She's the one that's going to shoot you into the game. She has 256 points on the year. For reference, Emma Minor has 240. So on the year, she's outscored Emma Minor, and you know how valuable she is to us.
No doubt.
What she does, that kid can play, and she can get things motivated. Now it's just a matter of, can she find some space? Because right now there's no space to even shoot the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Pella Christian's been in that, they started in a 2-3 zone. They've adjusted that to a 3-2 to try to help cut down some of the threes. What that has done is slow down scoring a little bit. I mean, 25-6 right here. That has benefited Pella Christian, not allowing the Mustangs to run and gun like they normally like to. But the Mustangs are still hitting shots. And when they've got a chance to get it down to Minor down low, she's been able to take advantage with some easy buckets.
And, if you're Pella Christian, you're like, all right, we got a mountain to climb here. Let's go out and have fun for this next 16 minutes. No matter what happens, as soon as we get it, we're going to make 2 or 3 passes. Let's get that thing up. Let's play Grinnell ball. If I don't get it right away, I'm going to shoot it, get down there and play defense, see if we can't pick this thing up. Right now, the Mustangs have won 16 straight in this series. So from that standpoint, you have nothing to lose. Get out there. Let's see if we can have some fun.
Yeah, and I just want to continue to see Pella Christians, their young guns down there, because they are a very young team, as you pointed out earlier, Pat. Continue to get down there and get it done. I mean, we're seeing Faith putting in some great minutes. Terpstra is getting it done down there. I love to see the hustle, the effort. I'm sure we're going to continue to see that. These Eagles are not going to go away. They're going to continue to push, put some pressure on, and continue to do some things. I just want to see them maybe distribute the ball, passing a little bit more, eliminate some of those turnovers. They're going to help them work on just slowly working their way back into the game. And they're going up against a really tough Mustangs defense, Pat.
Right.
I'll put this D up against anybody in 3A right now. They are playing at a super high level, as we've seen with a couple of big wins against Grinnell and at Indianola last week.
Yeah, and they're going to have several more opportunities. This game right here, this one's in. Big game Friday at Pella. So every one of these games, conference games, you go out to win no matter what. And if we can put the next few away, it's going to be a conference championship for the Mustangs. And I can't remember the last time we've had an outright conference championship.
I'll tell you, everything's in their court right now, and at the level they're playing at right now, they just got to continue to go out they've got to want every game. They can't go to any game thinking that they've got it won, no matter who the opponent is, because every opponent's going to put their best foot forward. And though we've got 3 games left after this, we have, like you said, we have Pella at Pella Friday. Next week, we're home against Norwalk and home against Newton next week. So not easy games. We've got to continue to play well. But I'll tell you what, man, we close out that season with the conference championship. Once those pairings come out, it's going to be benefit us, and it's hopefully will allow us to put ourselves in a really good spot to get to Wells Fargo to play for a state title.
Yep, and everything will go through the Meadows. As far as who's going to state, it's going through the Meadows right here in Dallas Center.
And I don't know about you, but I love it when we're playing here at home at the stable. So I'm all in on that bad boy.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you refilled your drinks and your beverages. You got some additional snacks. You got your potty break in because second half is getting ready to start. It looks like right here that Pella Christian's going to start with the ball. So 25-6 Mustang leads coming out of halftime. We talked about some adjustments, Pat. Let's see kind of what that's going to look like. And Faith's going to inbound, get that ball into Van Manen, and the Eagles start with possession. Gets it to Terpstra, guarded by Ella Lampe. Gets it over to Faith. It's hard to believe that Faith is a freshman. She has been playing really well tonight, and it's just fun to see some of the youth getting in there for the Eagles. And you're hoping, as this program continues, that that's just going to be a good thing for them as the program gets older.
I agree 100%.
All right, Anderson, ball gets tipped out on the Mustangs. Pella Christian to retain possession. Faith to inbound.
And it does appear the passing and the crispness for Pella Christian is better now than what it was in the first half. The sense of urgency appears to be there.
Well, they're going to need that. The less dribbling they do, the better, and I'm sure the coach said that too. Crisp passage, if you're going to dribble, go somewhere with it. Don't just dribble the ball because that's the one.
Just like that right there.
Boom, right there. Carly Anderson makes that easy, walks in and gets a nice 2-point bucket. Eagles get the first points of the second half.
Just like you drew it up at halftime right there.
All right, Lampe gets the ball over to Corshing, kind of in the corner, gets it back out to Lampe at the top. Ella's looking for something, swings it to Bickford, over to Minor in the corner, back out to Bickford. Good ball move by the Mustangs, gets it to Nelson. Lampe over to Corshing for 3. Oh, man, that looked good, but Lampe right there with the rebound. Oh, jump ball going to be called. All right, that'll be Mustangs to retain possession. So they'll inbound from baseline under the basket. Lampe gets it out to Minor. Minor for 3 at the top. Boom! Shakalaka! That's Minor. That's her third 3 of the game right there, and that's a Schaefer Auto Body 3-pointer.
Gosh, she's such a good shooter. You got to cover her everywhere on the court.
That's what makes her so dangerous, Pat. Not only can she work down low and get those baskets, but she can shoot the 3-pointer as good as anybody out there. I mean, talk about a dual threat. It doesn't get any better than Emma Minor.
And that's why she'll be playing Division I at St. Thomas in 2 years.
I mean, you know St. Thomas wishes they had her right now. They're itching to get their hands on Emma Minor. All right, Lampe guarding Terpstra. Gets it. Oh, bad pass right there. Bickford says, I'll take that. And she pushes the ball up the court for the Mustangs. Over to Minor. She's going to shoot another 3-pointer. Oh, man, I thought she might get the tip roll on that. That thing went straight up in the air. It was just a little deep off the back of the rim there, but not. Rebound Eagles. Faith bringing it up. Does a little crossover on Bickford. Gets it over to Terpstra. She's going to come around on Lampe. Gets the ball out right there to Anderson. Anderson to Van Manen. Gets it out to Faith. Faith, oh, what a little crossover right there. And Minor's like, no, I'll take it away. I'll talk about that. Something she's just got to work on, be a little stronger with the ball.
Well, that's the D1 kid going against the freshman right there.
Not sure how that was not a foul called right there on Anderson coming across like that, but it was not. Knocked out of bounds. Mustangs retain possession. That's dangerous when they start letting stuff like that go, Pat.
It is, and it does need to be a clean game regardless of what the score is. You got to clean things up.
Minor out to Fitzgerald. And that'll be a foul called on Terpstra right there. She tried to come off of that ball fake.
Yeah.
She fell kind of hard there. She's kind of holding herself. Hopefully she's okay. Don't want to see anybody get hurt in this game, no matter who or from what team. Mustangs to inbound. Lampe gets it into Minor in the corner. Out to Lampe. Over to Corshing. Over to Fitzgerald. Over to Corshing. Again, if you look, Eagles in this 3-2 zone. They're going to try to get it in the middle, but that 3-2 is going to try to take away the middle, but gets it in. Out to Minor, over to Lampy. Tell you what, keeping Josie Lampy in there is good because her length. Fitzgerald for three. Buries another three-pointer. And that is a Schaefer Auto Body three right there. Timeout, Eagles. Mustangs with a 31-8 lead with just under 5 minutes left in the third period.
And it goes for any basketball team at any level. When Vanessa is hitting the three-pointer, it puts the Mustangs into a totally different stratosphere. When she does well, our team almost always does well.
Well, and I'll tell you, that's one thing that's really nice looking at the starting lineup for the Mustangs, and shoot, even going bench deep, every one of those girls can shoot the three. Now, some a little higher percentage than the other, but, if anybody's open, Coach Jones will be like, hey, if you got an open shot, take the shot.
Yeah,
and it doesn't matter who's on the court. I mean, that's nice to have, but then when you can come back in and be able to ball fake off those threes and dribble penetrate, Finley Fitzgerald does that well. Minor does that well. Corshing does that well. I mean, those are things that you just can't teach, and the Mustangs do a great job of that.
And I meant Fitzgerald on that.
Ooh, Terpstra guarded by Lampy again. Lampy making it tough. Oh, Finley almost knocked that ball away from Faith. Faith gets it over to Anderson in the corner. She's going to dribble back top, and that'll be a foul called on Lampy. Those are tough. I'll just say make sure we're calling it both ways, officials. That's all I'll say on that. Lampy charged with her first. That'll be the first team foul for the Mustangs. And Heisman up at the top, guarded by Corshing. She's got to be careful, too, because Corshing, she's a beast on the defensive side as well.
She's like a Yorkie out there trying to get a nugget.
Oh, three in and out right there.
there.
Rebound Fitzgerald, shot by Tempstra at the top. Man, that was in and out. Minor's going to go all the way in. Draw the foul. Bucket's good and one. There we go. That's what Emma Minor does. She is just a beast outside, inside. I would hate to have to guard her, period.
Yeah, and you get the emotion right there. Let's say, yes, that's a success right there.
So Vandermolen to check out. Anna Evelyn to check in for the Eagles. Minor to shoot her free throw to finish the and one play. 4:01 left in the third, 33-8 before the free throw. All right, here we go. Minor to shoot her free throw. Buries it. Great job, Emma Minor. 34-8 Mustang lead. Faith to bring the ball up for the Eagles. Guarded by Olivia Valine, who checks in for Corshing. And I know Olivia doesn't see a lot of time, but she's also tenacious on the D side, and she can shoot the three. Oh, Tempstra gets the ball inside, can't get it to fall. Rebound, Minor pushes to Josie Lampy, doesn't have anything, out to Valine. Valine's going to come around. Nice job dribbling out, now forcing a bad one.
Quicker kids on this for both teams.
Rice for deep three, in and out. Oh, it's going to say tipped away by Minor, the Eagles ball. Man, that was like NBA 3 plus some by Rice out there. And she is a really good three-point shooter. The only thing I'll say is we really didn't need to shoot that from there. Just pick your threes on that one, Kayla.
When you're a shooter, you're a shooter.
I know, man. You can't say nothing. I mean, you see these big-time shooters, NBA, WNBA, they get out there. If it's open and they're feeling it, they're going to fire away. And I'll tell you what, Kayla Rice, when she's feeling it, lights out, boys and girls. That's just how it is. All right, Pella Christian for a three at the top. That's Anderson, miss. Jump ball, I want to say Chloe Heisman, great job going up for that one. Pella Christian's going to retain possession because of Chloe Heisman down underneath going up for that rebound.
Tough on the rebounds right there. That's
Fantastic.
One of the things you got to do. Get those boards, put that thing back up on the glass.
Faith gets it down underneath right there to Evelyn. Foul's going to be called on number 24, Finley Fitzgerald. That'll be the second team foul for the Mustangs. That'll be Finley's first team foul. Christian Eagles inbound. That's Terpstra, swings that up to Heisman, back to Terpstra for a deep three. And that did not touch anything, unfortunately.
It's hard when you have no success going to the basket. You need to get some shots. and the only thing that's open is 7-8 feet behind the three-point line. But
Yeah.
you got to take something. That's the only thing available.
Rice over to Lampy, over to Valine. She passes up a three-pointer. Josie,
that's-
bad pass, and Tempstra's going to make him pay. Really great job defensively, and what a nice finish right there by Jocelyn Terpstra. Sorry, Terpstra, not Tempstra. Sorry, Jocelyn. Kicks out another interception by Terpstra. She said, I'm going to take that one coast to coast. Foul's going to be called, though, but, man, back-to-back plays by Jocelyn Terpstra.
That's why she's going to be an all-conference player in the Little Hawkeye Conference for that reason right there. That's the energy, the effort, the attitude, and she's skilled at what she does.
So foul's going to be called on, well, I thought it might have been called Finley, but Sammy York's checking in for Emma Miner. She did not touch that ball. It'll be out as a bad pass, so turnover Eagles. Eagles have Maggie Hindman check it in for Anderson for the Eagles. And Fitzgerald's going to be at the point, bring the ball up for the Mustangs. 1:58 left in the third. Mustangs 34, Pella Christian 10. Swings it over to Valine, down to Sammy York. Over to Fitzgerald, who was cutting to the basket, just a little high on the pass. Faith bringing it up, man. How she was able to get that crossover was crazy.
Fitzgerald just hawking that ball everywhere it's at.
Pella Christian working, unfortunately, though. Maggie Hindman going to be called for the travel. Turnover Eagles. Mustangs ball. 1:33 left, 34-10. Mustangs lead. Rice to inbound to Valine, who's going to bring the ball up for the Mustangs.
See if Valine can get herself set up for a three-point shot here at the top of the key.
Over to Rice for three. Rice buries the three-pointer. That is a Schaefer's Auto Body three for Kayla Rice right there. You know, I just have to look out on the court here, and I'll tell you what, the hair these Mustangs girls has is unbelievable, man. I mean, I could use some of that. But, man, the ponytails and the hair, I'll tell you what, there's some stuff going on. All right, Kayla Rice, dribble penetration out. Josie Lampy for three. She's short. Rebound right there. Nice job by number 10, Maggie Hindman. Pushes the ball up to Terpstra.
Now York with the effort play right there.
Love Sammy York coming up there. We'll get to interview her. She'll be our last senior for the ladies against Norwalk next week, senior night. That'll be fun to talk to Sammy York. All right, here we go. Van Manen working her way around against York. Stops, passes the ball back out to Evelyn. Gets the ball to Terpstra at the top. Swings it over to Heisman. Comes around right there to Van Manen for three. And the bank is open. The three-pointer falls, 37-13 Eagles. Hey, you just need a bucket any way you can get it.
You take whatever you get. And the smile going down court there. That's a victory right there.
Yeah,
that's
no
set
doubt.
up by Sammy York going behind the screen. If she goes out front of the screen, she probably blocks that shot.
Lampy for a deep three herself off. I'll tell you what, Fitzgerald, nice job going up.
Fitzgerald.
Foul's going to be called on number 10, Maggie Hindman, but that box out by Fitzgerald, if you're a young basketball Mustang right there, that is a box out.
Yeah.
Great job by Finley.
Fearless to the basketball, and that's what it takes if you want to win at the next level. You have to be fearless in this game.
Fitzgerald out.
And you want to talk about hair, that's the best hair in the conference right there.
Alexa Hendricks in. Man, no joke. She's got some serious hair going on. All right, Alexa Hendricks checking in for the Mustangs. 1.3 seconds. Just enough time to get a quick inbound and shot possibly. Olivia's got to do some serious checking right here. She's like, trying to see. Little Olivia down there. Ball knocked out, 1.3 seconds still left for the Mustangs. Inbound. All right, here we go. Inbounds to Lampy. Lampy tries to get something up, blocked. Nothing there for the Mustangs. End of the third period. Your Mustangs 37, Pella Christian 13. All right, Pat. Obviously, the Mustangs a nice lead at the end of the third. You know, Pella Christian's still fighting, though, man. I love seeing what I'm seeing from the Eagles down. They are working hard. They're still getting rebounds. They're still shooting the ball. Mustangs still making it really tough. But we should definitely see some of that bench coming in here in the fourth period,
definitely.
Pat.
I think you're seeing it already right now through the end of the third quarter, now into the fourth quarter. What I like about the Pella Christian team right now is the attitude and effort that they're putting out on this court, even being down by 24 points right now. So the attitude's still good. The effort is still there.
No doubt.
The execution will come with time.
Hey, can I just say how cute those little Mustang cheerleaders down on the court? Hopefully you all at home can see that. It is outstanding. All right, Mustangs are going to inbound to start with possession. We have a period left. They're up 37-13. In for the Mustangs, Josie Lampe, Olivia Valine, Alexa Hendricks, Kayla Rice, Sammy York. Those were the 5 players in to end the third period, and they will start the fourth for the Mustangs. It's like in for the Eagles, you got Heisman. We've got Van Manen. Trying to see what we got down there. Obviously, Terpstra. Number 20 down there, Anna Evelyn. 3 right there. Holy smokes! Josie Lampe with the Schaefer's Auto Body 3-pointer. 40-13 Mustangs lead. And that is Faith bringing the ball up. Hands off right there to Van Manen. Looking for some room right there. Gets it over to Faith. Ooh, knocked away right there. But Van Manen able to pick it back up. Gets it over to Faith, guarded by Valine. Swings it over right there to Heisman. Back to Van Manen. Comes around. Swings out top of the key to Heinen. Gets it over to Heisman. Ooh, Valine almost tipped that away. Faith able to retain possession for the Eagles. Timeout going to be called by Pella Christian. Good timeout right there. That was looking like it could be a turnover, but good timeout by the coach there for the Eagles, Pat.
Yeah, that was going to be a turnover. You had 2 bigger kids all over the freshman right there. So good timeout. You got 1 remaining if you're Pella Christian. You can't take them home with you, so you might as well use them.
7:02 left in the fourth period. Hopefully everybody at home is enjoying the game. The boys were going to tip off after this game, again against Pella Christian. A really good boys Pella Christian team. We were able to go into Pella Christian and get a win earlier this year, but these Pella Christian Eagle boys are playing really good ball right now. They beat Indianola a couple of games ago, so this is going to be an entertaining boys game. So after this stream, though, we are going to be interviewing Brandon Myron, senior here for the Dallas Center Grimes boys team. Will be coming up and joining us after the girls game. Get a chance to talk with Brandon. And then after the boys game, our senior spotlight will be Jacob Runyon. Really looking forward to talking with Jacob, Pat.
Yeah, I've not met him, so I'm just interested to see how he feels that the transition from Johnston to DCG has gone for him.
Well, I think it's looked pretty good, but yeah, we'll definitely be good to hear from him.
No doubt
good
about
to hear
it.
from him, no doubt. All right, Pella Christian up. Oh, Sammy York came all the way and tried to pick that up. How she held herself up from not running Faith over the top of the key is unbelievable. All right, Van Manen coming across, guarded by Rice, swings the ball over to Heisman. Now Sammy gets a tip on that one, but I'll tell you what, Van Manen able to come back. Heinen able to come down with that one. Van Manen with the ball right now. Oh, and Alexa Hendricks trying to get in and tip that away, but unfortunately draws the foul there.
Yeah, York is so quick and so long at the same time. She's very deceiving athletically.
No doubt. Well, Alexa's first foul will be the Mustangs' 4th team foul. And Evelyn down low trying to find something, gets it out to Terpstra, who's back in the game for the Eagles. Okay, looks like Vermeer. Am I right on that? Who's the foul?
I didn't.
No, Heisman.
3.
Yeah, Heisman charged with the foul. Didn't quite see that down there. Apologize, fans. Mustangs with possession. Lampe again from the corner. Boom! Shakalaka buries her 3rd, I believe, 3-pointer. Am I right on her points there? No, that's her 2nd.
Yeah, 2 right in a row in the same spot.
That's a Schaefer's Auto Body 3-pointer right there by Josie Lampe. Terpstra working her way through. And unfortunately, Alexa Hendricks has got her hand in there. Is going to be charged with her 2nd foul. And under a minute, unfortunately.
Yeah, Terpstra, you know, how she takes that ball through there with that sense of urgency, that's what you got to do the whole game right there.
Jilly Jansen and Johansson's checking in right here for the Mustang. Aubrey Johansson and Jilly Jansen checking in. Shot made right there by Faith, no good. How Olivia Valina is holding on to the ball. She is not. She just could not get possession. It'll be out on her. Eagles to retain possession, baseline.
Checking in for the Mustangs, number 14,
Kaylin Petrak checking in for Kayla Rice. Boy, she was a treat to talk to.
She was. There's a kid that's going somewhere in life right there.
No doubt. All right, here we go, Joe. Pella, great ball move right there. Terpstra in the corner. Looking to go somewhere, guarded by Petrak. Gets the ball out to Faith. Back to Terpstra. Oh, she would have made that. Oh,
she
yeah.
did just a little bit.
If she would have made that pass,
right
if she makes that pass, that might be a layup. She just held on too long.
Right.
Turnover, Eagles. Mustangs with possession. Valine bringing the ball up. 43-13 with 5:23 left here in the fourth period. Valine over to Petrak, over to Hendricks, to Valine at the top of the key for three. Oh, in and out. Rebound, Jilly Jansen. Gets it into Hendricks, out to Johansson, over to Valine.
Yeah, so the offense, where's the offense going to come from? It's going to come
Jilly
from
Jansen. Boom!
Jilly Jansen!
Shakalaka! Jilly Jansen with the three in the corner with a Schaefer auto body three-pointer. 46-13 Mustangs. Love seeing them come in and making some big shots. Got to love that. Faith with the ball, looking to get rid of it. Guarded by Valine.
It's like Valine's shoes don't even touch the ground. She just glides everywhere
like
she
floating,
goes.
I know, right? It's like she's on skates. It's unbelievable. Terpstra, guarded by Petrak, picks the ball up, looking to get it back to Faith. Does. Gets it out to Heisman, guarded by Johansson. Back to Heinen. Back to Evelyn. Back to the Terpstra at the top. Three no good. Rebound Johansson. Nice job her not just throwing that pass. That would have been a turnover big time. Really nice job. Petrak, that Johansson. Valine at the top of the key. Oh, just miss. Ooh, Johansson lucky she's not called for a foul there.
That's probably because it was probably off of Pella Christian, but knowing that she went over the top, Eagles ball.
Kylie Lahaz checking in for the Mustangs. And number 30 right here, Clam Vander Molen, my apologies, checking in for the Eagles. Terpstra going baseline against Petrak. Tries to find something, but finds the bottom of the rim, unfortunately. I like the effort right there by Terpstra. She's been very aggressive today. Oh, and she tips one away from Lahaz right there. Speaking of Terpstra, should have been a travel, unfortunately, right there. Was not. Knocked away by Faith. She had possession as she slid across the floor.
Yeah.
But the officials, I guess, gave her that one.
But look at the effort. Reward the effort right there. That's an effort play. And all those effort plays get rewarded, whether you're up by 30 or you're down by 10. Effort
Hendricks
plays
cross
win the
court
game.
to Petrak right here. Gets it into Jilly Jansen. Knocked away over to Lahaz. Over to Johansson for three. Just short. Rebound Faith for the Eagles. Coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the fourth period. DCG 46, Pella Christian 13. Terpstra swings the ball over to Vander Molen. Gets it over to Evelyn. Back to Faith over here, over to Terpstra for a deep three-pointer. Just deep off the back rim. Rebound Faith. Those deep rebounds are tough.
Those are hard to get right there, and they're hard to shoot when you're that far out there. You almost don't have enough strength to shoot it properly.
Terpstra dribbles off her foot. Johansson able to come up with the ball. She's going to try to go coast to coast. Isn't able to finish. Rebound right there. Really nice job by Anna Evelyn. Faith bringing the ball up for the Eagles. Guarded by Lahaz. Over to Terpstra. Guarded by Petrak. It's one thing you're not seeing, the Mustangs not letting up on defense. Doesn't matter who's on the floor. Yep. Making it happen. You got to love that.
Yeah, there might be some things offensively that you adjust, but you never adjust your defense from an intensity standpoint.
Vander Molen swings the ball over to Evelyn, over to Terpstra at the top, guarded by Petrak, still wanting to go in, and that'll be a charge called on Terpstra. Really nice job right there by Alexa Hendricks, having her feet set, drawing the charge.
Yeah, she knew that one was coming through, set that charge right there, and here's your reward. You get to go sit on the bench and get a high five.
That's right, no doubt.
From your teammates.
All right, here. Checking in right here for the Mustangs, number 54, Sydney Meintz. Lahaz to bring the ball up for the Mustangs. Gets it over Johansson, back to Lahaz. Way across court to Petrak, to Jilly Jansen. Lahaz gets it into Meintz. Back out to Petrak, to Jansen. Lahaz, Johansson comes all the way across. Back out to Lahaz. She's going to dribble, penetrate, kicks out to Petrak for three. Boom! Shakalaka! Kaylin Petrak with a Schaefer auto body three-pointer right there. 49-13 Mustangs with a minute 15 left.
And it couldn't have happened to a better kid.
Great job right there. Anderson dribbles in, gets kicked back out. Turnover right here. Lahaz bringing the ball up for the Mustangs. Over to Johansson. Foul's going to be called on number 21, Carly Anderson. That'll be the 6th team foul for the Eagles. 50 seconds left here, running clock. Mustangs to inbound. Meintz just finished a little knot up on her shoe right there. Jilly Jansen's going to get the ball in to Lahaz, over to Johansson. Mustangs don't need to do anything here but run this clock out, Pat.
They're shooting.
Lahaz gets it down to Meintz. Ball taken away right there by Anna Evelyn. Brought up by Faith. 22 seconds left in the fourth. Faith's going to go right side. Kicks out right there. Nice job. Three-point bucket by Chloe Heisman. What a great pass.
Right there is a great way for Pella Christian to end the game on right there. Great execution.
Dude,
that was an unbelievable play.
Phenomenal. Lahaz, Petrak for three in the corner. Oh, just misses. Rebound, and game is over. Wow, what a game. Mustangs with a big win tonight, 49-16 over the Pella Christian Eagles. Big win for the Mustangs. Great game and great effort by both teams, Pat.
Yeah, it was great effort. This is kind of what we expected to see from both clubs right there. The Mustangs coming out and trying to dominate the best they can. They did that. The Eagles on their side coming out and trying to get what they can when they can. It just wasn't enough, obviously, today.
No doubt. Band working their way back on. So hold tight, everybody. We are getting ready to do a senior spotlight interview right here. We're going to have Brandon Myron coming up here in just a few seconds. So hold tight. Don't go anywhere. Going to talk with him. And then obviously after that, we're going to close the girls' stream down, and we'll start a new stream for the boys' game, which is scheduled to tip off at 7:45. So don't go anywhere. Brandon should hopefully be up here shortly. Brandon, who suffered a torn ACL in the football season, hasn't got to play basketball, but he loves the game of basketball, and he's been a huge component on the bench for the Mustangs, being that cheerleader, that go-to guy, and just continue to be a senior leader. And on this team, we've got a lot of seniors, and that leadership's key, Pat.
It is. If you have the seniors and you have the leadership, you have a chance to succeed at the end of the year and get deep into the playoffs, and hopefully it's enough to get you to the state tournament.
And that's all you can hope for at the end of the day. And I know both these teams have aspirations to get there. Still got some season left here. The Mustangs, and for both the boys and girls, man, they control their own destiny right here. The boys Mustangs win out these next 4 conference games, they're conference champs. The girls win out, conference champs. How awesome would that be, Pat, to have both the girls and boy conference champs?
Those are the things that you set goals at the beginning of the season, and those are the goals. Everybody wants to win the conference championship, especially in the Little Hawkeye. If you win the Little Hawkeye, you've done a great job.
All right, everybody, Brandon Myron joining us here live. Getting ready for a senior spotlight interview. Brandon, how's it going today, man?
Fantastic.
Did you get a chance to watch that girls game or what, dude?
Half of it.
Half of it. He goes, hey, we had to go into the other half. But girls playing some good basketball. You guys obviously getting ready to tip off here against Pella Christian, who you guys got to see earlier this year. Excited for the game tonight?
Of course I am.
It's going to be a big game for you guys, am I right?
Oh, yeah, it is.
All right, so, hey, Brandon, the part of the Senior Spotlights is us getting a chance to get to know you a little bit, and we're super excited to get to do that. So I'm going to turn over my man over here, Pat O'Brien. We're going to throw down some questions, get to know you a little bit.
Well, first of all, you have to know that you're the first one to be on the stream.
Live camera right here, Brandon. Here we go.
We wanted the best-looking kid to start this thing out.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he was ready to rumble on this one here. Here we go.
So what's your favorite food?
I have to say pasta.
Pasta.
Oh, yeah. Wrong, man. I love me some pasta,
somebody else came in, they said mac and cheese. And then the next one, mac and cheese. You got a particular type of pasta?
If I'm going to be honest, I'm a spaghetti guy.
All right.
Spaghetti? I can't go wrong with that, man.
A cat or a dog person?
Dog.
Dog? All right.
Oh, yeah.
You have a dog?
I do not.
All right. What kind of dog are you going to get when you get to have your own?
Feeling a German Shepherd.
German Shepherd. All right, I like that. There we go. I like that.
All right. Favorite sport, not basketball?
Football.
Football. Had a good season this year. Ended up tough for you.
Yep.
But we're going to talk about that here in a little bit later. Who's your favorite sports team?
For NBA, I'm going to say the Hawks. And then for the
that's what I'm talking about.
And then for NFL, I'm a Packers guy.
He's a Packers guy, man. Big-time Packers fan over here.
Nobody's an Atlanta Hawks fan. I thought I might have been the only one around here. So, what sports did you play growing up?
When I was younger, I used to play baseball, but then I quit. And then I also played soccer, but then I quit that as well. Yeah. And then football and basketball.
There's only so many that you can do and then do well, isn't it?
Yep.
How many?
I think like 100 and something.
Oh, you're a little bit lagging behind.
Yeah, I am.
Else.
Yes, I am.
All right, everybody on the stream. He needs some Instagram followers. Let's get Brandon Myers some Instagram followers.
There you go. He's lagging a little bit behind. So thank you very much. That's 94 seconds right there with Pat and Brad.
All right, baby. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Brandon here. So football's been a big sport for you, obviously.
Yep.
And, my son Tyler and you are really close friends, so I get to see you all the time. But this year was a little bit more difficult. So you had an injury this year, tore ACL.
Yep.
So talk a little bit about that for you. I mean, what's that journey been like working through that injury, through football season, obviously through basketball season? What's that been like for you? What's that journey?
It's been really tough, watching everybody do things that I love. It's kind of hard for me to, go to all the practices and stuff. It's them all smiling and stuff. It's kind of hard, but at the same time, it's really fun because I love them, and they're my brothers. So, yeah, it's just really fun seeing them happy.
I totally agree with you on that. So let's talk about your role a little bit for the basketball team this year. Obviously, you're not playing, but that senior leadership's still needed. We got a lot of seniors on this team, and I think that's something that's helped with this team, from melding standpoint and everything else. Talk about your role a little bit. How's that been for you?
Usually I hype up the guys. I play the music, hype them up, get them ready for the game. And then after a big win, I also play the music on the way back home, have fun. So I think my role is the hype up man, stuff like that.
I like the hype up man role, man.
What music are you
what's
playing?
The music? You should see this. Hold on. You should see this big speaker he carries around, by the way.
Oh, my God.
This thing is massive. Yeah. What's the music, man? What's the songs of choice?
Obviously, I have to roll with the fans. Whatever they think, that's what I play.
Oh, okay.
Neil Diamond, the Bee Gees.
Of course.
Whatever they're asking for is what you say, hey, I got your back, right, on that side. All right. So being on the bench and being that support guy, how big is it for you also? I mean, the student section is always right next to you at home games.
Yeah.
Do you feed off them guys as well, or how does that work for you?
Of course we do, because, as Rakin says, they're our sixth man all the time because they're the ones that get us hyped up and all the time. So.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. No doubt. All right, well, hey, we want to know a little bit, too, about what the plans are for you. I mean, you're a senior this year. You're graduating. It's kind of a big deal, right? So have you got a chance to kind of think about what are your plans going to be after you graduate high school this year?
I'm going to attend Clark University over in Dubuque.
Oh, no kidding. Clark University. That's awesome. Are you going to maybe play sports or just do intramurals up there? What's the plan for you on that side?
I'm going to try to walk on, either football or basketball.
Why not, right? It's not going to hurt anything, man.
Exactly.
You've seen a lot of walk-ons get the opportunity to play some ball, right? That's awesome.
Exactly.
What about study-wise? Are you thinking about what you're going to study in college, or are you just going to kind of go in and just kind of see exactly where that path takes you?
I'm going to go into kinesiology, which leads into physical therapy.
No doubt.
So,
well, hey,
yeah.
You've dealt with some injuries, the torn ACLs, you had some shoulder stuff you worked through, so you got to see that firsthand how important the PT guy is, right?
Exactly.
I've had a couple of knee surgeries. I know how important they are, and we need good PT people out. That's awesome, Pat. I love that, man.
That is amazing. So, you talk about the walk-ons right now. There's a walk-on from Iowa State over at he's with the Rams right now.
I know who you're talking about. I forgot his name.
Yep.
I know he's a tight end. Yep.
So, I mean, he started as a walk-on, and now he got a short contract. Now he may end up getting himself a Super Bowl ring, but
Yeah,
he
I love
definitely
that.
has an NFC championship.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You talk Iowa State with this guy. He's a big Cyclone fan too, Pat.
Oh, yeah,
Hey, you know, they do have kinesiology at Iowa State.
I do know that.
Yeah, all right.
So what about Clark College got you excited, man? What made you say, hey, this is where I want to go up in Dubuque?
Well, it's not like a D1 like Iowa State. It's not too big, but then again, it's not too small. You know, it's like a town where you'll know everybody, but at the same time, you can also have like these tourists come in. So that's how I like it. You know, not too big, not too small, right in the middle area.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah,
And
Dubuque's a great town.
And Dubuque's an awesome town. It's a beautiful area up there. I mean, it's a lot different than Des Moines. That's for sure.
Yes,
Am I right
is.
on that
Yes,
side?
it
So
is.
no
Yes,
doubt.
it is.
So, real quick, basketball, you're Hawks fans. I mean, is Trae Young fan? I mean, is that who you follow on the Hawks side or what?
Of course.
Of course, he says. What about on the NFL side? I mean, you're a Packers fan. I'm hoping
Yep.
Rodgers becomes a Bronco
Absolutely
next year.
not. Absolutely
He's
not.
absolutely not, man. Not going to happen. That's no doubt. All right, fair enough. All right, well, hey, we got one last question. Since we don't normally get to have one of the guys come down after the girls' game, but
Yep.
can you maybe give us a little insight as far as what the game plan will be against Pella Christian tonight?
Obviously, stop their two big guys. You know, when they run their zone, we're gonna have to pass it all around. You know, skip passes, shoot those threes like we always do. But on defensive side, we also have to front the post and make sure they do not get it to Eric Mulder, who will dunk on us if he gets too deep in the paint.
Yeah, he will do that. We saw it a couple of times earlier this year at home at Pella Christian. He threw
Yes.
a couple of dunks down. So.
Yes.
Well, I think that game plan strategy is a good one. You just got to do me a favor, man. Make sure on that bench, you make sure they're fired up all night, man. The energy's got to be there all the time. We got to get off the 2-game losing streak. We got to get the big dub tonight.
Of course,
you know what I mean?
of course.
Pat, anything else you want to say to Brandon before we let him go?
Thank you for what you do. I know I've told every other kid that's been out here, it's hard to be an athlete, especially a multi-sport athlete, with all the time demands and school demands and things like that. It is challenging. Thank you for what you do, how you hold yourself, and represent the community as well.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, and appreciate everything you're doing. I mean, it takes a lot to be injured but still be a part of the program, and you've done a phenomenal job. So I want to say thank you. Continue to do that. I know this team needs you down there. So best of luck tonight. Best of luck on everything you do as you get to Clark University and everything else. You know I'm a fan. I love you. So continue to do what you do. But I'm going to let you get down there, get ready as we get things started. But thanks for coming up and interviewing with us,
Appreciate
Brandon.
it.
Thank you.
You bet.
All right, everybody, that's Brandon Myron. Super excited to get a chance to talk with him. He's going to go down and make sure the team's pumped up for tonight's game. On the flip side, we're going to say good night and good, for all you Mustang fans who joined for the girls stream. We're going to shut this thing down. Join us on the boys stream. Pat and I will be back here in a couple minutes, talk about what the boys need to get done as we got a tough game here at home. So signing out. We'll see you back shortly.